Most every rockhound shares the same dream, to find the perfect gemstone that will blow away all of the others. In the United States, there are a wide variety of localities where the general public can go and dig for gems. One such locality is Crater of Diamonds State Park outside of Murfreesboro, Arkansas. Today you'll be seeing a demonstration on diamond screening, given by an expert. I had forgotten my headgear for my GoPro at home, but happened upon a very experienced diamond hunter in the park this last weekend, and he turned out to be extremely knowledgeable and was willing to give a demonstration on camera, and a way better one than I would have given. Real quick, please consider leaving a like and a comment on this video because it really does help with the algorithm. Check the pinned comment and description as you'll find plenty of ways to help the channel as well. And before we get into the demonstration, here are some quick tips, some quick facts about Crater of Diamonds. It was founded in 1906 by a farmer and part-time prospector named John Wesley Huddleston. He had found some rather fine diamonds on the land, and in 1972 it became a state park that each year hosts thousands of visitors where an average of 2 diamonds are found daily. If you're curious about going, you can rent equipment there or bring your own. The fee to enter the park is $13 as of September 2023. A simple box screen costs $7 to rent with a $20 deposit that you'll get back as long as you bring back the screens. Other equipment varied. I usually bring a shovel, a couple of buckets, and then rent the screens. There are far more things than just diamonds found in the park, and some of them include garnets, amethyst, quartz, diopside, barite, and a large quantity of agates, jaspers, and conglomerates, as well as some other niche minerals. There are a variety of different collection methods, but say you want to wet screen for diamonds, which is what offers the best chance of success. How should you do it? The gentleman you're about to see will give you the rundown. Let's get to it. And what's your name real quick?
Jason.
Jason, cool. Where are you from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay.
We've been here a couple months now. So.
And how many diamonds have you found?
We found one, so my goal has been accomplished, but we're up to quite a few.
Good. Nice.
Basically, you just go get some gravel. As much gravel as you can, more than dirt, obviously. And you wash it in gear, in screens. Like I have a larger set of screens than the typical tourist.
Right. Or than one you can get up at the shop, yeah.
Yeah. You can bring any gear here that isn't motorized or battery operated.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you're not even supposed to use cell phones out here for like light.
Oh.
Which
whoops.
They don't tell people that, but I don't think they make that big of a deal.
Right. Yeah, I was doing that earlier, so I'll admit it. I didn't know.
A thing about this place, well, diamonds in general, basic facts are diamonds don't stick to anything.
Yeah, they're hydrophobic.
Yep, and they're better found in the shade than sunlight.
That's cool. Okay.
Because they refract light off of, say, somebody's shirt into the diamond into your eyes, so instead of the sun refracting light off of the object into your eyes.
Gotcha.
But the basics are you wash all of the dirt away, keep as much gravel as you can, trust the process, like you're moving this stuff around, all the light stuff is going to possibly come out of the boxes or whatever, all the heavy stuff is going to stay on the bottom. So.
Cool. And that's the important part, trust the process.
And then obviously you want to find a diamond in the top screen, the bigger box, the bigger screen.
Yeah, you want the big one. You want the chungus, I get it.
But there are other elements out here. Like we have a large garnet we found out here, a large magnetite.
That's cool.
So you would look through this. I'll skip that for now, but you would hopefully find a diamond that big.
A lot of jaspers, some agates. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
And it just doesn't really matter if you're using a certain type of screen, size of screen, shape of screen, as long as you trust the process and use the screen correctly and do it correctly. Basically, you just want to bounce. You want every heavy element that you can, that's possible, to the bottom of that screen. So when you flip it, it'll be at the top. So diamonds are like the 6th heaviest element out here, I believe, 6th or 7th.
Okay, so they've got a really high specific gravity compared to most of what you see.
Yeah, yes and no. It depends. Honestly, it depends on where you dig. Like There's bluish soil over here. That's known for yellow diamonds. The yellowish soil has some yellow, but it's known for white diamonds. Brown diamonds are found, so it's like, it's all up to the draw on.
See, that's good to know. I did not know that.
I've been here long enough to where typically if I go up to somebody's pile and I could see their material, I could tell you where they dug from. So
gotcha.
The basics are you want every heavy element that you can to the bottom of the screen. Once you wash all the dirt away, that's all I'm doing right now. You just have to wash the mud away. Wash, rinse, and repeat, right?
Trust the process.
So the other heavy elements are hematite, like a iron oxide, magnetite.
So, which, yeah, also iron.
Jaspers, kind of heavy, but I think diamonds bigger than that. We have barite's heavier. Garnets are heavier than
barium sulfate, yeah, and okay.
So right now all I'm doing is just trying to get all the small stuff through the screen and just rinsing the mud away. And eventually you'll end up with decent gravel to look through. Like you want gravel. Gravel is the typical thing that you will go for out in the field instead of like just digging in a random spot, because gravel accumulates in certain spots when it rains, whatever.
Okay, that is good to know.
But the next step after this, even in the rental screens, which are square, I use a circle screen called a saruga. Go to the next step, pour it in your screen.
All right.
And I flip it like that just because I know I just shook all the heavy stuff down there. So typically all the heavy stuff is up top right now. I just want to centralize it. And when I do a certain rocking pattern and shaking pattern, and then I bounce everything back down to the bottom, you'll get that like bullseye of nice little white stuff. Calcite, quartz, barite, hopefully a diamond.
Right. Yeah, so right now you're spinning.
This is just a natural feel to me. Right now I'm just bouncing. So
gotcha.
the key right now, get every heavy element you can to the bottom. That way when you start rocking, you don't rock it and some of this light stuff will go out to the side.
Okay.
You'll be like, okay, I'm losing diamonds. Well, if you bounce it first, all the light stuff's up top. Diamonds aren't light. So,
gotcha.
you do like a line of dirt. Typically,
you want to roll it like a burrito.
Typically, I tell everybody just forget about your thumbs. If you can. Go about the middle. A lot of people hold it like this and they'll get the dirt to come to one side. You want to just go to the middle, web your fingers, just bounce it and rock it. You don't have to be aggressive about it. The circle screens, obviously, you can naturally turn. The square ones, you would just turn, rock it, bounce it. Do it about 8 to 15 times or until you feel like your arms are going to fall off. So what that's doing, when I do that, it pushes the heavies in.
The burrito roll,
When I bounce it, it pushes the heavies down, and all the light stuff goes back out. And then the last thing is you just want to bounce it. You've stirred all this up, nice slurry of stones. You just want to bounce it. You want all those lights to come up top, all the heavies to go to the bottom. Pull out at an angle. That being said, you do that because all the lights that you just pushed up, if you pull the screen straight out, all the lights will suck back down.
Gotcha. Okay, and now you're draining.
Let it drain, because if you throw it right away, it has a tendency to break into cracks and diamonds will fall down into those cracks. If you let it drain, all those rocks will come together. And hopefully we will see a bullseye.
Yeah, let's hope.
Nice little center of heavy material. Typically, you can also tell if you did this right. If you do this, I don't see anywhere we dug just now, but you can see a bunch of mica flakes. It's one of the lightest elements out here. But then when you throw it,
you want the mica to not be on the other side of this.
You want the mica to be on the very top because that's all the light stuff. When you throw it, a lot of people will just set it here and like throw it that way. Your dirt will avalanche and just fall into a big pile. You want to just not be afraid of it.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Yeah.
Slam it down.
Oh, and look at that bullseye. Look at that bullseye. You can see all those heavy minerals right there. That's cool.
Yeah, and typically diamonds will be in this ring right here. Anywhere in that ring, you will want to like go at a different angle, take a step left, take a step right. Diamonds are also better found in the shade, so you'll see sometimes people will be putting their hand over it in certain angles, and that one rock will like beam you in the face like brights on a car.
Right. That's cool.
But after this step, you would take it, scoop it. This would be what you would take home and dry it out like on a picnic table.
So you can screen for later.
Sometimes people put it in an oven to let it dry out, and it will cloud up like kitty litter, and then diamonds don't stick to anything. So that would be like the shiny rocks that you look.
Right. Unlike other things you would put in kitty litter, this isn't going to clump, so we're good. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you, Jason, right?
Yeah.
All right, it was great to meet you, and have a good one. And, oh. Yeah, if
like,
you don't...
This is rocks from all the U.S. or whatever. But
yeah, if you don't mind me...
These are all diamonds, they're all muddy or whatever.
Muddy diamonds.
But you can see like the metallic sheen on them at certain angles. And then even in the shade, they have like that metallic weird look.
That's cool.
Like these are your typical garnets. Like a
that you're finding from...
Little garnets that you find in the pile because they're a heavy element also, a little red. And then we have like a 40 carat, that's a garnet.
Whoa! That's cool!
But there are other elements out here that are really cool. Barite, calcite, quartz.
Creator of diamonds is where it's at.
This one I thought was a black diamond, it doesn't matter. It's a magnetite. It's like a...
Oh,
like
okay. It's a bipyramidal. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I was like, it's dead center in my pile.
It's got that nice little octahedron look to it.
Diamond. No, it's